Over the years, I've made and used a lot of sonas, whether they were fandom-related, personal ones, or just fun little one-offs. The latest in the lineup was Errol, my adorable mushroom sprite. Originally, I wanted to make them into a VTuber and make all of my art content with them. I even posted my art fight videos last year under their channel. But I realized a bit of a flaw with Errol. Rather than a sona, they'd become a complete character. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love my little sprite. But I realized that the content I was excited to make with them wasn't the art content they were originally designed for. So rather than trudge forward with a channel that was a weird mix of the story content that I wanted to make with Errol and the art content that I originally planned on making in the first place, I decided it would be a better idea to just dust off my old YouTube channel for art videos, and in a year or two, when I've got everything together, to make a proper debut for Errol. But in the meantime, I still wanted a sona to act as a mouthpiece for me. I knew I wanted a non-human sona, but I didn't have a strong idea of what direction I wanted to take. And boy, did that end up biting me in the butt. If nothing else, I feel like this whole experience really shows that it's about the journey and not the destination. After scouring Pinterest to make a mood board, I decided on a magical girl-like mascot design. Unfortunately, there's such a wide range of magical girls nowadays that it was still tough for me to decide on a direction to go. There's just too many options to choose from. Trying to narrow things down, I was attempting a few cat-like designs as a play on my initials, as well as clown and doll-like inspirations. But nothing was really seeming to stick. Then I had the thought, if it's too hard to make a mascot from scratch, why not try making a character mine is a mascot of first? And so I changed gears completely to make this guy. Less of a magical girl himself, and more of one of the villains she would fight against. But using this character as a base, I was able to move on with the design process. And now things were progressing much faster, and I was feeling more confident with my designs. At this point, I think my inspiration could be best summed up as Celestial Circus. I was liking a lot of the designs, but none of them were really feeling like me at all. At least until I drew him. But something, you can't go with your first draft. So I continued on trying a few more ideas before I narrowed it down to 3 contenders. At this point, I duplicated each design to try and make variations. The first one I worked on definitely had the celestial vibes spot on, but the mascot and circus vibes weren't really there. So I tried to play those up in the variations. The second design was definitely the strongest based around the initial concept, but I wasn't really connecting with it that much despite liking the design. I liked them as a character more than a sona, you could say. The third design was my second favorite, and I enjoyed doing the variations for it the most, but they had a few drawbacks when it came to potentially using them as a PNG tuber. I decided to move forward with the second design, doing a few more color variations before I had to admit to myself that from the moment I drew them, I knew exactly who my sona was. I honestly didn't even bother doing color variations because I knew I wanted them exactly how I first made them. It was just a matter of figuring out how they emoted. And so, here is the finished sona. It was definitely one of those weird, meandering processes where the goal changed quite a bit along the way, but it was a super fun journey, so I don't regret it at all. If anything, I think I might like to revisit the designs I made through the process and see if I can make a full circus worth of characters in the future. But we'll see. That's all for this video, and thank you to those who stuck around until the end. I can't guarantee when the next one it will go up, so if you enjoyed this, please subscribe so that you'll be able to find me in the future. Bye!